same joke with the VTuber. That's not what this is. Just checking my audio levels there. Again, a very complex rig here. I paid about $3,000 for, worth every penny. Tons of interactive reactions. Just a solid all-around rig. No regrets. Doing the joke a second time. Dead air. I was just getting the last little bit of the posts out there, showing people that we're live. Hi everybody. I should have really checked well, that everything was working before, and I didn't, but it's fine, and it's fine, and it's fine, and it's fine. How are you folks doing? How's this afternoon treating you? We had a nice time yesterday. I remembered that Friday is a little bit of a dead time on the internet, but it's all good. What's up, Sin? Nice to see you here. Good to see you, Steven. Onacy. Clay Correa. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the beginning. Feel free to, I don't know, memorialize my VTuber joke with, you know, like a statue somewhere. I don't know, like maybe there's some kind of award I can be. I don't know. I don't want to be like too. I'm being realistic about how good of a joke it was. I'm not trying to be like arrogant or. It just was. You get it. So what we're doing this weekend, in actuality, besides that stupid opening, is we're designing a sport for the world of Stormfellers. And I'm glad my audio's better. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's up, Robo151? So the sport that we ended up working on is called Rush Whirling. Rush Whirling, you know? Not really a... It doesn't roll off the tongue, but to me, it feels right. I'm going to close my door. Right back. It wasn't for a lack of cooler names submitted and, you know, suggested by you guys. It's really more so just, to me, it feels right. It feels right for Stormfellers. An Oscar, maybe an EGOT, you know? Like, okay, we've all got Oscars. How many of us have an Emmy, a Grammy, and a Tony also? Something to consider. Let's see. Hopefully it's live on Twitch as well. We'll see. Just double checking everything's up and running, and then we'll get going in earnest. All right, good, cool. So yeah, Rush Whirling is a game that's played in a sort of a dugout bowl, right? Yeah, kid. Oh, nice. Got some cookies at the oven. Sweet. Dug out from the ground. In the center is a series of sort of like basket-like goals, right? And we have players running around the like the actual edge, like sort of the walls of the bowl, right? Yeah, and I'm actually a little insulted that you'd only give me an Oscar. Kidding. Imagining someone making a homunculus of their individually. Or like, yeah, there's, yeah, yep. I got nothing. That's just funny. That's good. What's up, Bunga Pooch? So what we have so far is that player, right, that's running on the outside of the walls, is called a bowl treader. I think it was, I forget exactly who suggested that yesterday. It'll come to me. It's played with these sort of staffs, right? Obviously you have usually a ball or something to get into a goal with games like this. In this case, it's a weaved, hollow frisbee-like disc with some, fibers going across. Basically taking, like, if you took a tennis racket and, like, cut off the handle, that was just a perfect circle, right? Whoopi Goldberg, Marvin Hamlish, Alan Menken, Rita Moreno, John Legend, and Elton John. I think Brooks Eggleston is also in that. Someone's not gonna find that funny. I mean, no one's gonna find it funny, but someone's gonna think I'm being serious. So Gingerveer is the character that we came up with yesterday. Who's our bowl treader? Where's my glove? Here it is. I'm gonna wear my artist glove. This screen is getting. I don't know what's going on with it, but it might be better strokes going forward. Is the music too loud? They have to be staves, or you call them live. Staves. Yeah, staves. Yeah. So, I think that Gingerveer is properly, like, grouped out here. The goal now is to work on our other positions. We know that a goaltender or a goalie is definitely a part of this team. And I think we have 3 teams of 4 players. So one would be our bowl treader, one would be our goaltender, and then I think we have 2 other positions. One being sort of the one the kicker, I guess is what you'd call that, or the person who's intending to get the goal. And maybe we have some sort of defensive position as well. So there we go. I think it was too loud a bit. The music. Oh, okay. I kind of turned it down a little bit just now, so that's better. In the spirit of the stream, I'm felling some storms of my own. Oh, you're playing Monster. Okay, good. I was briefly worried that like some kind of storm was overtaking your home. Okay. Yes, playing Monster Hunter is a fantastic use of time. A little bit of a inspo for Storm Hunter, or for Stormfellers as well. Where is that particular? There's just one thing out of place here. There it is. Okay. Now we can take our Gingerveer. We can duplicate, flatten, hide, throw him up in the corner. How is everyone's Saturday going? I wish I had spent a little bit more time sort of on the stream prep. However, we were helping some friends with some lawn care as they had some events going on. All right. And yesterday there was a lot of chicken talk, a lot of rooster talk. As far as our player characters go, for one team, right? Very feasible that that there would be multiple teams playing this, and not all of them need to necessarily be the most athletic looking characters or like athletically capable necessarily. What if the Stormfellers were just a bunch of rednecks shooting at a tornado? I mean, you're not too far off. What's up, Rito Bandito? Good to see you, man. Welcome. What's up, Pilfer Pup? Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. We're doing very good, Rito. We're making sports. Also, we mentioned this yesterday, but for those who weren't a part of it, I think it's very important to say, officially, a moratorium has been called on the term sports ball. I'm so sorry. If I had a little Stream Deck button to play like a soundbite of a sad violin or something, I'd do it. But I think we need to move past sports ball as a society. It's a dismissive term. It's a generalizing one. And again, if we want people to be like deciphering, normies, to be deciphering the difference between your animes, to be deciphering the difference between generations of your favorite game console, to be deciphering between Star Trek and Star Wars. We have to put sports ball on the ground. Let's see. I'm drawing as well while hanging out, working on a player character. Sweet. That's okay. That is okay. No one needs to match my style. Just do your own style. Yeah, that Rito's a good dude. Glad to have you here. A draw club? Is that an in-person thing? That sounds cool. All right. So taking suggestions at this point for our goalie character, our goaltending character. I think that's our next position. And if we want to, we can sort of mess with what the other positions are, especially the scoring character. I spent a little bit of time earlier today. I was thinking about how, you know, the casting staff. If you've got the weave on your staff, right? You're whirling it. You're spinning it at all times, sort of like lacrosse, where you're rotating the instrument. The lacrossity is being rotated, and so that's the hook shape, right? Lends itself to that. But does what's a easy way to get it on and off of a stick and thrown? You know, is it the same exact staff as the bull shredder? Sure, maybe, but it could also be a different kind, or maybe a shorter one. I don't know. Yeah, we're making up terminology. Everything's made up, man. Everything's made up. Sports disc. Sports disc is also, I think the sports is the the crucially offensive portion of that term. Cool. It's an online club. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like there's not a ton of folks I know in real life that just online would work better. I feel like if I had a drawing club in real life, it would very quickly devolve into a not drawing in real life and just talking, like most things. We'll have friends over for games, and then we just never play the games or just talk. Love watching your videos. Always so inspiring. Keep going. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm still alive. Thanks for being here, Vito. So they aren't all bug, folks. I think we arrived at bug mainly because we have Tulston and Glangor, who are at the moment sort of the only representatives of the bug-like folk in Stormfellers, and so therefore underrepresented. But also because they're running up the walls, we want our bolt shredders to be capable of gripping the walls. So like lithe and light and agile and fast. A very leggy dude ended up being the solution to that. But no, we were workshopping chickens. There's a chicken in here. These sketches got rough yesterday. I didn't have lunch, and the protein was a wanting. Yeah, this was a sort of interesting chicken. These weren't. They just progressively got worse. And we sort of revisited our original drawing. And I think crucially, this was sort of our first gingiveer, just as getting something down, but changing sort of the posture and the structure of the face, or of the head, really helped him out a lot. All right, I gotta catch up with chat a little bit more. Octopus or squid for the goalie? Ooh, that's a good call. Multi-arm. We're going multi-arm again. Hearing this concept makes for a good bug sports anime. Yeah, exactly. Make a team alongside the stream. Go for it. Your gecko looked awesome. Grateful to have an in-person draw club every other week. Oh, cool. What's up, DJ Sauls? Becco? Oh, do you mean Biko? Biko would probably be an observer of these events, but it's just sort of in the realm of it. Oh, I meant to have. I don't even know where my Biko plush is, and they're available this weekend on brookcycles.com/shop. octopus is a good call. Friends over and played Happy Little Dinosaurs. That's cool. Is that a board game or a video game? All right, so we have lots of. I shouldn't say that there's octopuses in Stormfellers as it is, but I do have my Wanderlumen character, who's fairly squid and octopus-esque, and so this will be a nice attempt to sort of differentiate from that. And I also feel like if we just go straight octopus, it's a little bit like, I usually like going for the second idea that we might have for something. And so we'll play with some shapes. The other thing too with Stormfellers, like I was saying yesterday, no one is just one sort of animal. That's kind of more the Shackleton crew is like, that's a lamb, that's a crocodile, that's a possum, right? But because Stormfellers are just people, the people of Stormfellers, and not just the Stormfellers themselves, are more abstract monster shapes, reminiscent of creatures that we know. It's nice to throw in like a second reference, and if you've got one, go for it. Actually, octopus came alongside something else, right? Squid. Yeah, it was squid. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we've played the is it the llama unstable unicorn? No, I think it is just unstable unicorns. There's so many board games I would love to, like Everdell and Root, and actually both of those are just like little woodland animals. Happens to be very different games. Games I'd love to play a lot more in person. But just tough to get the right group for. Not sure what we're doing here. However, like, is it not Red Faction? What's it called? Red Rising? Is that the name of the board game? It's like a card. It's sort of a not deck, but it's like a hand building game. That's based on like someone's like self-published sci-fi novels, but they made like a really good card game out of it too. It's really fun. Played that a couple times. Okay, this is our initial bad sketch. I like how octopuses will have very... Oh, you know what? It's actually very similar eye structure to Gingivier when you kind of think about it. It's sort of about half of the eyeball surface being sort of projected on the outside of the body. And, yeah, kind of, like, almost frog-like again. Hands. Beard hands. Alright, name him Octo. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Armello. Oh yeah, I've played Armello, the digital one. I think they made a physical Armello, right? Some cuttlefish, fins and flaps. Yeah. Octomoose. Something cool. We saw a bald eagle today, which is not normal for New York. Pretty sweet. also saw, like, I saw a hawk sort of, like, attacking something on the ground, maybe 20 minutes earlier. It's a very bird of prey kind of day. Also braved sort of the, I guess because it's not Memorial Day, it's Labor Day weekend. Went to some stores, man, and it was, whew, it was rough. One thing in particular, I went into a Walmart near us just to check like the trading card section, and they had changed things that the checkout, the self checkout was much larger, and so because the card section previously was sort of its own aisle, you now had to, and there were like 1,000 people checking out, you had to like look in between the people that were in line to like look at that section. It was very, very difficult, very, very dumb setup. Hey, what's Blue Draconic Knight? What's up? Welcome. Thanks for being here, Victor. Make an Octopus OC and not name it Octo Challenge Impossible. F-Zero Octo, that's cool. I do appreciate some F-Zero character, like the pilots and stuff from F-Zero, mainly because it's like, I don't know, it's like an extra layer. Like it doesn't, as far as the game is concerned, all you need is like the vehicle, right? It's sort of like Wipeout is just, you're just choosing the vehicle. Like what I'm trying to remember, like it's like GoTechy 99 is like one of the Wipeout vehicle brands. But F-Zero goes like a little bit further by giving you actual pilots and therefore characters that you're playing as. It's almost like I can't actually think of a ton of other racing games that aren't kart games that kind of give you that option. And of course I'm speaking of mainly of like F-Zero GX and I think 64. Have they always had like pilots? I mean, I know Captain Falcon is in 64. I'm guessing he was in the first one as well. Alright, I'm taking too long with this concept. It'd be kind of cool, and I mean, this could just be a different of our goalies, of our goaltenders. I keep saying goaltenders because it's like, it sounds a little bit like chicken tenders, which is nice, but it's also like official. You know, it feels underogatory the way that goalie feels. It's the second term that I'm pretending is a problem this stream. They always had pilots. Yeah, it's just a little more immersive. Do the goalies have sticks? I don't think so. I think they're trying to catch them with their hands. Doing more talking than you are drawing. Magic Armor. Yeah, that's streaming for me, in general. Maybe some huge drums signaling different stages of play. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, man, bring on the drums in Stormfellers for sure. They definitely do be doing the drumming. Hey, what's up, Brooks Dreamery? Yeah, Bunga Hooch, we were kind of talking yesterday about, like, someone saying, like, a flea as a goaltender. I was thinking the same thing, like, because you're usually like, oh, big, you know, sumo-looking guy for a goalie. And Pilferpup, yes, Stormfellers does have that sort of double meaning. There's also a third. There's something that like would have to be like sort of an epilogue to the eventual end of the story that comes along with Stormfellers. That hopefully to me is like, it's like the equivalent of like the Oda Never Forgets type thing. Okay. we're messing with the octopus. Nothing is jumping out at me necessarily. Octo-wise, like let's try sort of a there's lots of like I'm sort of thinking along the lines of Squidward and who's Squidbilly? Is that the character from old Hanna-Barbera? I think they brought them back as like I think a gender swap version for Jellystone, which is a very good show. Was it Squidbilly? What's the Hanna-Barbera octopus's name? Is there a Googler in the house? Please. I like how this feels like how pro bending. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not quite. I mean, to me, it's more about the people of, like, the people's reaction to storms, more so than like commemoration of the actual felling. The act of felling. This is wacky dude. With his mouth stash here. I almost feel like you could take this head. Orphle? What's that? Squidly Diddly. That's it. Squidly. Yeah, okay. So the name isn't different in Jellystone. There's a couple of, like, the original Hanna-Barbera characters are like so, at least the popular ones were like, it was so male heavy that they did a lot of reimagining, like the wolf, Jabberjaw, did a lot of gender swaps, and it's good. It's a good show, very funny. Okay, let's I like the energy of this. If he was more positioned this way. The weirdest selection ever. I guess I want a new layer. Give him a little bit of like goalie padding, right? We were talking about that yesterday, you know, uniform wise, right? How much uniform do we give our characters? Like how much clothing and stuff? We ended up with like the streamer, like the headband that's sort of trailing off, and the little sweatbands on the wrists and on the staff to sort of denote team color. Otherwise, I think stay light, stay nimble, and with a cross-species game like this, you know, making a uniform that fits everyone is just gonna be extra trouble, right? Squidward is an octopus, even though he has squid in the name. Yeah. But does he have 6? Does he have 8 legs? Yeah, this guy would balance out really well with the tortoiseshell. I just got rid of one of these, shortened one of these, made it 3. It's almost like an elephant at that point instead of the 4. It's amazing what like one little bit of symmetry does. And I think we just get in here and we give him incredibly realistic human hands. I think this'll look so good. Don't challenge it. It looks really, just a little bit of the knuckle right there, and a little bit of like, sometimes you got a little bit of hair on the back of your hands. I think that looks great. Oh, that looks so good. Let's see, this arm can be kind of like this. Oh, he has 6 legs. Okay. I'm remembering him having 4, but my memory ain't that great. I can't be looking at pictures of Squidward all day, as much as I'd like to. So now what I've done here, folks, crucially, is take a creature that has 8 legs and reduced him to a bipedal character with 2 arms and 2 legs. Amazing how Brooks can ruin your childhood just like that. He can dash your hopes and dreams. This is why he's got the EGOT. Whoa. This is why they leave his invoices on red. That doesn't actually happen. So let's see. Policy Maker, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, a little bit of a Cthulhu vibe to the little mustache. The classic, give him human-like hands for artistic license. Speaking of which, drawing hands are still hard for me. Yeah. I think they're hard for everybody. Nice smooth posing. Well, thank you. I can kind of see, like, the second version of my drawing, and I'm like, what did I do over here? Why does this look so bad? It's smooth, however, I think the sort of actual proportions of this are not particularly interesting. I mean, he could have like oh, I think this is it, y'all. So as much as I love the octopus idea, I think the goalie, the goaltender, works best as a character that has a large tail to bat the thing away, and it doubles well with our wanting a small character, because you could kind of do like a flying squirrel with a gray squirrel's tail. I didn't try drawing necks for characters until they pointed out. Ooh, it's going away. How weird, my characters don't have necks, so I gave them necks. Armadillo. Oh, yeah. Nah, man. Armadillo's the ball. Yeah, I think actually that's a good idea, though. Like a flying squirrel with armadillo armor and a large tail would be a pretty sweet gig. Let's bring this guy down there. Start a new layer. Let's go. So this way we're trying to block with our whole, let's do this. Does this idea resonate with you guys? Fennec Fox, goalie. Are the back legs kind of like Butler coattails? Yeah, I mean it was 2 tentacles. It was 2 octopus limbs for a total of 10 now. You've got to give him a water strength number, like a Pokemon. A water strength? Oh, sweet, Polly. Thank you for upping the viewership on 2 platforms. So I think you could kind of do something like this, right? Where the arm and leg flaps sort of connect. And this. What the heck is happening? Absolutely criminal drawing. I mean, there is the chance that I just can't draw it, and so we scratch it. Brooks bested by a cute little animal. Okay. We've got our armor here. Just do some like hatching to start. I like the armadillo call. Yo! The Biko emoji. That looks awesome. Thanks. Thanks, Clay. Appreciate that. Like the flying squirrel. Cool. Good, good, good. So you can defeat other creatures. Oh, gotcha. I like this because we kind of like Quilver is quite squirrel-like, but I feel like flying squirrels, Momongas, they especially like the Japanese dwarf squirrels just are in another realm of physicality and design and aesthetic and stuff. But also, like, not for nothing, but we have now 2 for 2 design characters that sort of mirror our Stormfeller's cast in some special way. Okay, this is not going to be our final drawing whatsoever. Just want to get something out. Imagine having armor and being able to fly. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Excuse me, a little scratchy throat. What's up, Teague? Welcome, welcome. I mean, I know some scientific names for animals. Vulpes zerdes, fennec fox. Oh yeah, no, I know. I saw Polly doing the emote. Sugar gliders, yeah, it does. Legendary dive bombs. Legendary. Oh my gosh, cannonballs into the pool. Okay, that's genuinely the worst flying squirrel armadillo that anyone's ever drawn. If only there was more competition. Maybe it could surpass one or two, but... Okay, but instead of drawing him sort of mid-pose there, maybe we can do this. And we do end up making him sort of built out and stocky. This is what's nice, is he can still be stocky like we were trying to avoid, but also small. We need these legs to be able to, like, really believably propel him into the air to block shots. Anyone ever drawn like bats or dragons with their wings? It's just always and birds too, honestly. But this section, excuse me, I really apologize for the cough. This section of, like, you know, making the upper part of a limb and then the descendant piece sort of like the feathered part of the wing, right? It's always a little bit awkward when you kind of try to put them together. Okay. I'm not treating him enough like a tortilla. That's the thing. The boy is merely a tortilla. And we add the arms and legs in there afterwards. Let's see. The little nubs. What if you give a stout man dribble legs? Yeah? Which bird's wings are kind of tricky to get a point? Yeah, it's just the angling, right? Bird wings and their entire arms, while bat wings are technically their hands and fingers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, quite different. Man, you'd think this is my bread and butter, but oof. Don't worry, all I have to do is draw a fluffy little guy. What's the worst that could happen? I think for whatever reason, I'm going without reference. Which would be helpful for these skin flaps. Now it can't be said that I'm talking more than drawing. Drawing well, don't liquefy that. Used to draw dragons all the time, haven't in years. It's definitely a thing. Definitely a young thing. Lots of wyverns, lots of worms, right? I think I'm drawing a little bit too small, too fast. I think I'll do that. I'll kind of have the skin flaps visible between the two, but it's not like what's surpassing the silhouette. Mainly for readability's sake. And because I think we want a little bit of this armor to poke out into the silhouette as well. Are these characters for Stormfellers? Yeah, so this is, it's for the world of Stormfellers. It's a sport, basically. We're just kind of collaborating on the sport. It's played in a giant bowl. I don't know that I said this today, but part of the thing that I like so much about this concept is that, you know, in Stormfellers, there's storms that are emerging from the center of the island, right? The island itself is somewhat bowl-shaped in that the mountains are where people like kind of seek their shelter. So it's a little bit cathartic for them to be throwing stuff, you know, scoring goals back into the center of the island, as it were, of the arena. This is a silly guy. I'm gonna do some flattened ears, flatten to the side a little bit. Sandshrew vibe with the wings. Trying to figure out on my top shelf on the left, like up here, this whole thing here is Lego figures. It might make it a little easier. There's Lego figures up there. There's a Lego Mindstorms brick. There's Diddy Kong. There's some more Donkey Kong. Some was that Joe Ledbetter figure? There's a couple Starscreams up there. And then obviously over, you know, behind that chat there is all my some 3D prints of the Stormfellers characters. Minus Quilver, I think his head broke on the way back from Lightbox, and I just need to print a new one. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Oh my god. Just going back to this terrible drawing. Ugh. So asymmetrical, his eyes. Not helping him one bit. That first face isn't too bad. Oops. And I do like that idea of like the sort of in-action tail blocking shot. Feels a little like the what's that? The Madagascar lemur that's really tiny. The King Julian follower. Man, the stranglehold that Madagascar had on the zeitgeist when it first came out. It's kind of funny looking back now. Good movie, good story, obviously. Funny movie. I mean, I don't know if the story's good. Could be. I don't know. How many team members are you drawing? So the idea, I think, is there would be four characters per team. Like Mort is the name of. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Thank you. So let's do something like this where think what needs to happen for this to succeed, let me drag this over here more, so I have a little more room, is I think we need, like, first of all, a little more space, but we'll get there. Is I need him to be sort of arcing this way, and then, yeah, oh, that's what it is. And then, like, we have our weave here. Basically his size. The weave being the frisbee-like instrument that is our play implement, our made-up thing, because all things are made up. All things are simulacra. I think a collapsible hook that the squirrelladillo could have, so it could tuck into a ball while still holding the hook, would be nice. Oh, that's cool. I like it. I like that idea. Makes me want to merge without looking. They got me. I've got protein on hand, thanks to our sponsor, Sam's Club. So that yesterday doesn't happen again. Okay. I haven't seen Madagascar in forever. It could be the worst movie of all time. I don't know. I was a kid, man. That's pretty funny. I was gonna say, what's everyone's favorite DreamWorks movie, but I feel like there's only one correct answer. I guess there's a few. There's some good 2D animated ones. Prince of Egypt. Feels like a completely different company. Shrek. What's up, Shanchai? Hey, Clarissa. Welcome back. We are drawing our goaltender character, who is a bit of a squirrely guy. Bit of a squirreladillo, a flying squirreladillo. Primarily hitting away shots with their tail. And thus very small. Let's see. Last Wish, Prince of Egypt, and the first How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah. Yeah, good. Very solid choices. Obviously, it's Mega Man. There's a Doom sending it. You know what? I kind of forgot about How to Train Your Dragon. Briefly, when I asked that question, but that's a solid choice too. Ants. Does anyone remember Ants? You know, every time just the word ants is the Paul Rudd and what's his name? The other guy from Michael Douglas. I guess they were doing this promotional thing for the first Ant-Man, and they were like losing their minds. So they're just like kind of ham boning on his leg and just sort of like intensifying like ants. It's a good clip. But yeah, so Last Wish was sort of what I thought of as, and then Kung Fu Panda. You know what? There is quite a bit of good DreamWorks. There's quite a bit. But hot take: Kung Fu Panda 2, better movie than Kung Fu Panda 1. So the only thing I can think of here is that armadillos and flying squirrels have similar ears, right? It's this kind of ear. And flattening them is an option. But I still kind of feel like maybe it looks too much like an existing thing. Too much like an existing animal. And if this is following like the Stormfeller's design process, like it has so far, where I start with Glangor, then did Quilver, and then did Aegis, tomorrow's gonna be, if this takes the rest of the time, I could move on to another character. But the next character will be a doozy. I spent so long on Aegis trying to figure out just like the basics of who I wanted him to be to sort of complete the quadrilogy. Represent. So I'm actually not adding ears right now. I feel like ears or earlessness might be the way to go. Kind of like Quilver doesn't really have ears. Although I have seen people, I mean even T, who I think is still here, like people who've done Quilver fan art have actually given him like they'll do this, where behind his headband, they'll take one of the quills and sort of make it into an ear. Kind of a Sonic style. But he ain't got ears. Not that you can see. They're under his band. Guess I'm still drawing Quilver now. Anyway. Catching up on chat. Let's see. Oh man, so much you should catch up on. Jennifer Saunders. Oh yeah, the Godmother in Shrek 2. I never saw Rise of the Guardians. Or Guardians of Ga'Hoole. I think I saw neither of them. I'm not sure which one is which. Do you remember coming up with an idea and then proceeding to beat it to death? Secrets of the Scroll. I haven't. I know someone who animated on it. Everyone always forgets Spirit. Oh yeah, Spirit was good. Apparently Spirit is a very short movie. Horns instead of ears? Yeah. No ears makes it look a little alien. Yeah, it definitely looks alien. Especially because there's no color to it. I like the idea of horns. Horns is a good goaltender. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking like antlers, but it feels like jackalope to do that. This is so silly. I like the energy of this, but like I don't like the design. Yeah, maybe just some short horns. Just kind of break up the silhouette in a way that you're not expecting. Sort of, maybe goat horns is what we do. And like, oh, this is perfect. They can catch the weave with their head if they would need to. You just kind of poke the horns in through the netting. Horns was a great call, y'all. I mean, characters with horns also have ears, but goat looks good. Nice. Ramming horns for the headbutts. Yeah, exactly. That's another call. Klaus. Swinging horns around. Swinging sounds around the horn? Yeah. Chicken Run? Is Chicken Run? I mean, I think of Aardman. Yeah, yeah. Yours makes it look a little... Yeah, okay, good. I'm caught up in chat. I wish the chat was a little bit closer and I could pop it. Actually, can I pop it out? On, restream here? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Oh, that's a little easier. Okay, great. Okay. I just won't scroll up on there. Okay, my chat is much more visible to me now. I don't get super bothered. I think when I'm streaming and something isn't going well or the drawing just looks bad, I get very self-conscious about it. However, when I'm normally drawing, I'm pulling stuff out of thin air. You know, like how would you draw something the right way when you first draw it if you're making it up? It doesn't even exist yet. That's a oversimplification, but that's kind of how I feel about stuff. I am not gonna nail it on the first try. I can still make a good-looking final work, so I'm not beating myself up over it. Is it too on the nose to have him kind of have like knee pads? I don't know. I'm so worried about being on the nose and subversive and all that stuff. Like, just do it. What is your favorite Aardman film or short film? Let's see. Yeah, I was just saying I hadn't seen the Chicken Run sequel yesterday. Is there a not? There's like, it's just Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit. What am I missing as far as their films go? Yeah. There's okay, this is an Aardman deep cut. There's this very silly British show called Rex the Runt that they used to do. A little dog named Vince. That was good. The sheep one. There is a Shaun the Sheep movie. I feel like Shaun the Sheep is a spin-off of Wallace and Gromit, I guess. So I was thinking along the lines of. Anyway, I think my favorite Wallace and Gromit's probably Wrong Trousers. What's up, Invasion? Carissa, always correcting yourself. Yeah, totally. Oh, the Pirates. That's right. I never saw the Pirates. Oh, what's it called? Flushed Away is Aardman, even though it's CG. That was okay. Early Man, that's right. I didn't see that. Or Pirates. I saw Flushed Away in theaters as a kid, and I was like, okay. I think it was Nickelodeon, like, co-produced, and I was kind of like, it's Nickelodeon. I could not tell you one thing that happens in Flushed Away. Other than them being flushed away. And I think that see, now I'm remembering things. It's that it's like the villain's plan has to do with a footy game where everyone gets up to use the bathroom at halftime or something. Yeah. Anyhow. The thing about Arsenal is they just like to walk the ball in. You gotta see Pirates. It's their best one. Oh, that was DreamWorks? The Flushed Away like licensing. You can tell me anything about Flushed Away now. Yeah, Missing Link. I meant to see it. That was Zach Galifianakis in that, right? Leica that other. You know, Leica. The thing about Leica is that they are like almost completely funded by Nike, and they are not profitable. I remember the Pirates movie being very like punny, from what I heard of it. Okay. We're almost there with this guy. I have no idea why the most in my wheelhouse character is giving us the most problems. Here we go. Maybe I'm looking up. That was a good eye. Wildwood. Yeah, that was interesting. Oh, Wild Robot looks awesome. That's a Chris Sanders directed film. Yeah, that looks great. Did anyone see the was it Illumination, the Duck movie? I wasn't sure if that was. They were pushing it when Mario was coming out, and I wasn't sure. Their marketing for it seemed to be sort of like this is our artsy, you know, like they were, I don't know, it was sort of like, we made Despicable Me, but also we can be emotional too. Seemed like what the marketing was for that, but I never ended up seeing it. Migration, I think it's called. It looked good. Like the visually, it was them kind of stepping outside their wheelhouse of very easily rendered graphics, if that makes sense. Let's see. Does the character wear any clothing? Yeah, it would change it, but I feel like because they're so fatty, like because they have the skin flaps and stuff, they're just very amoeba-esque. It's funnier that he was alone, so it was for the best. Who's that? Oh, recently learned in Flushed Away they cut 2 characters in the American version. He originally had 2 butler rats living with him. Oh, gotcha. I always thought it was funny that the audience that bullied the art kids is essentially funding Leica films. Yeah, exactly. Makes you think. Duck movie was good. A Guy's Daughter liked the Duck movie. I always go to A Guy's Daughter for opinions. That's what reminded me of that Thanksgiving animation. First trailer's artsy, the second trailer had Aquafina. Yeah. She's got some leverage. She's got some dirt on somebody. Specifically in casting for all animated films. Gave it a shot, and it's one of my favorite Illumination films. Well, that's good. Are there... I really... Like, I saw the first Despicable Me, and I was like, oh, this is nice. We're going back to, like, theatrical... cartoons, I guess, versus films. Like, there's a stark difference. Despicable Me 1. We saw the second one in the drive-in and never saw it another time, and then I haven't seen the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th Despicable Me films, including the Minion movies. Secret Life of Pets was didn't see initially, and then some friends were like, "Oh, you gotta see it. It's so good." I was like, "Okay, yeah, it's alright." Didn't see the second one. Sing is the one that a very good friend of mine, who we have very differing opinions in films a lot. He's like, "You've got to see Sing. It's so good." And I made like this. Was it Snapchat back then? This video like I just can't wait to see that Sing movie because I feel just like that pig. I've got 10 kids that don't appreciate me, but I can sing like the Dickens. Something like that. I was trying to like imagine the intended audience for Sing. And then of course the Mario movie. I like how I've made him ugly now by removing any cheek. I'll give him back some cheek. I still have not seen Sing. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come over and we're gonna watch it," and that never happened. I mean, he's come over, but we've never seen it, and that's okay. Yeah, I don't hate Awkwafina either. It's just like by the time she's in every film, you're like, I think she was fine as like the tarantula in Bad Guys. Bad Guys, man, another one that I forgot. From DreamWorks, very good movie. Awkwafina's it is. It's like Chris Pratt, exactly. Yeah, you guys are right. It is a goalie chipmunk, Hunter Slash. A goaltending. Let's hide our octopus for now. I don't think the octopus is making it to prime time. We've got a sport, and our little flying squirrel armadillo is goaltending. They competing in insectoid ring game, pretty much. Yeah, they're throwing discs in a bowl, trying to score goals. Bad Guys is my favorite Awkwafina girl. Agreed. Yeah, I'm curious about Raya and the Last Dragon. Like, if she's one of the initial castings. I think she's okay in that. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that kind of ruins Sisu. I don't know. I don't know. Again, like, no hate. You know, get that bag. But man, save some roles for the rest of the voice actors, the actual voice actors. Maybe some hate in the direction of like, is this your real voice? Is it a put on? Is it sort of appropriated? Yeah, Lupin. I still have to see that new Lupin. The CG one. Yeah, a good friend of mine loves Megamind, and we watched it a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, actually. Okay, I like that head. We're gonna have him sort of in goaltending stance, ready. He's gorgeous. What's gorgeous? The Lupin? The Miyazaki Lupin is great. Talk about like adventure. Like we were talking yesterday about how I feel like there's a shortage of adventure. Someone in chat said that action adventures become too much action, not enough adventure. I completely agree with that. Lupin feels like it's primed, you know, like a thief, right? But also sort of like a treasure hunter sort of vibe, like an Indiana Jones-ish. He can kind of be any of that. And so it's just ripe. It's ripe for adventure. studio made the 3D looping game, did cinematics for Ninjala. Oh yeah, I remember Ninjala. I tried Ninjala. What's up, Cup of Joe? Good to see you, dude. It's going. It's going. Thanks for being here. Oh wow, we got a lot of folks in the overall numbers. Better than yesterday. It's nice. Yesterday was pretty dead, but that's because it's Friday. Great to see you. Hope you've been well. We are just we're fleshing out rush whirling, the game, the sport. A little bit of a monkey paw foot, wherein he has a thumb on the foot. So I have it. Let me see. Oh my gosh! Cup of Joe, what's up? Thank you, dude. Appreciate I didn't get a notification for it. I only saw the reaction there. Thank you for the 2 subs on Twitch. Really appreciate that. You're on a call? Well then here, I'll do this. Boom. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. So nice. So let's see, where did my chat go? Like the pose? Awesome, yeah. Turbo is also a bad DreamWorks film, if not sure if it's worse than Sang. Did I see Turbo, or did I forget? I made a choice on because I went over to Spain earlier in the year to film Domestica course, and I on the plane chose to watch Blue Beetle and The Flash, the DC movies, sort of punishing myself thusly. I would say Blue Beetle made me feel absolutely zero feelings, like as a human being. Just complete with, you know, grandma's got a machine gun, as one of those tropes I just can't stand. But then The Flash was like so bizarre that I was like, all right, it wasn't good, but I did sort of, I was like, oh, hey, the guy misses his mom. That's a human feeling. Since you mentioned Chris, wait, did I miss a couple? People get used for everything, which is frustrating. That's breaking the interest. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my thing too, with like the Aquafina and the just celebrity voice acting in general. Which is why Louis Zong, as the voice of Biko, is being replaced by Danny DeVito. I don't know. Should probably think of a celebrity before I say it. And Parker Simmons is being replaced by Scarlett Johansson, which it's funny you bring that up. Brooks, have you tried the art software Krita? I have not. Oh, I appreciate it. Heroes movies, like superhero movies. I mean, yeah, sure. Like I'll generally watch a Marvel. I don't have to be like the biggest fan of it. I think there's a few I've missed recently. Chris Pratt is Quilver. Like parts of the Flash movie. Yeah, I mean, they're sort of trying. It's just so weird. I don't know. It's so bizarre. I think bizarre is the word to use to describe it. No, Louis Zong is not being replaced. these are things I wouldn't stand for. I'm not like other indie shows where as soon as the going gets good, we start casting celebs. Okay, so this actually doesn't look great. Maybe I'll just put it behind him for now. You like how I've drawn myself into a literal corner of the screen? Yeah, Ezra Miller, exactly. Is there anything about Krita that's like, I don't know, like special or particular or unique? Do you read comics and manga? Yeah, I can. I've been known to. I'm wondering the same thing, Carissa. It's like, I don't know. It's definitely Marvel in a weird place. Not doom and gloom, but well, there's doom. I'll sleep myself out. But like, okay, the thing about the new Captain America that did work, that trailer was excellent. I was like, oh sweet, this is awesome. This looks like it's reminiscent of Winter Soldier to a point. Although, was it Secret Invasion or what was it? The one that used the AI title? That trailer also looked good and like Winter Soldier, and I was excited. And woof. But the thing about the Brave New World, whatever, along with the fact that there's been 1,000 reshoots, is that they're like, will be the movie that finally introduces adamantium. And it's like, okay, is that? Hopefully, you're not hanging your hat too high on fictional metal, you know, like, I don't know, like a little bit lost in the weeds as far as fan service at that point, I think. I don't know. Like, metal is not inherently interesting other than that we know a guy. Is the clapping in the song? Yeah. We know a guy named Wolverine who's has adamantium in his skeleton, and that's about it. And it feels a little bit like a member berry. Boy and the Heron. Oh yeah, that's right. Krita is kind of tedious with copy and paste. Open Tunes. It's my favorite drawing software. It feels better. Also, Brooks, are you still keeping up with the Star Wars universe? Yes, I am. I don't have the same problems at the recent show that like the weird people had. I just felt like it wasn't. There's some really great stuff in it. Excellent, like, Sith and like action in the 5th episode, but not the strongest stuff otherwise. I haven't watched most things that are popular the last few years. Target audience is usually too broad. I think it also, like, what's popular, what tends to do the best right now isn't necessarily indicative of like quality that I think most people, like a lot of people, would actually appreciate. It's just there's enough like media literacy breakdown and like critical thinking stuff that's just not really, just people just really need stuff spelled out. When they get mad, there's no room for nuance. Doesn't get answered in this movie. It's a plot hole. Okay. This is something. This is like, I'd call this a first pass. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna wrap him. We're gonna take the same size orange band and we're gonna wrap it around his belly. But yeah, very valid in the mainstream stuff. There's really great. I mean, hey, look at Dune, man. Look at the Batman. Look at some good stuff. But it's also like by like more auteur-esque filmmakers who happen to still be getting work. This is too high. I want to wrap it around his belly a little bit more. Doesn't have to be so much like sort of bandage looking. Just maybe do this. Did I make this its own layer? No, it's the same layer as the armor. That's fine. I do see the chat moving in the corner of my eye. Hopefully I haven't incited too much violence. Let's see. I haven't watched... Yeah, okay. How good the CG will be considering the rush. That's the other thing too with Marvel is the rush, the crunch. Yeah, I think the main guy from Blue Beetle, yeah, he's very like he's charismatic as an actor. I think he's playing Ace in the live action One Piece. The movie expects me to connect some dots, which means it's bad and confusing. Excellent summary of that. Yeah, X-Men's just so, I think because it has to be self-contained a little bit in order to have see you, Rito. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Nice to have a celebrity around here. X-Men 97, that was very good, the recent stuff. It doesn't make any sense because you can't see the celebrity actors in anime. Yeah, exactly. I know of Ruby, but have not seen much of it. All right, this is something. It is a first pass, which is more than I can say the other drawings of this little squirrel. Does anyone have names for him? Remember that in Stormfellers there are so many different kinds of names. It don't have to be literal, like squirrely, armored guy. Trying to figure out what Rito's saying no to. The X-Men need to beat up the Avengers. I saw you said, I hope that happens at some point, and I thought it was like, that'll prove a point. All right. Let's give him a little bit of color, real quick. Let's start with his band here. I love taking one object and giving it to each character as a means of showing scale, like this headband, and the whiffle, the weave, as well. It's going to accomplish the same thing. Maybe this color. This guy. Nice. Halfway through this stream, while I'm coloring this guy in, I'll just remind you of the sale we got going on over on the shop. BrooksEggleston.com/shop. We got Biko plushes just for this weekend. I grabbed a couple of them when the campaign was going, and I save them for times like this. And that helps. I was almost thinking of doing like a little thermometer of like, hey, let's try and hit this goal this weekend to help pay for the audio side of the pilot, because those expenses are coming in right now. But I ain't thermometing nothing. This is more casual this weekend. But just know, it does help. It goes directly toward the production. Huck. Ooh, Huck is a good name. Huck is great. I like that a lot. I feel like the squirrel character should have a 3-part name like Qui-Gon Jinn. Huck. Huck de jour. Sort of like golden armor, I think would be kind of cool for him. Do this, the horn and the armor together a little bit more. I think I've ended up with him looking like it's just added, like, gear, unfortunately. So that's something I would revise going forward with him. Choco. Timberlane Von Kindles. These are great names, Von. I've always felt very bad at naming, mainly because I will get stuck on a bad name and like it too much and want to keep it. You know, the character needs a sword, a gun, a jetpack, and another gun. I mean, for starters. Also needs a very cool hat, and a second very cool hat on top of that. Okay. Alright. This is okay. Alright. Sure. This is very much a squirrel with plate armor. It's not really what I was hoping to... all I'd have to show for this. I'm gonna do like a dark gray for his tail here. What? Oh, no. Take care, Book Dreamery. Dave. You'd be great with a whip. You can be a weapon or a grappling hook, yeah. Artificer type character that makes a bunch of really cool weapons and equipment and 0 skill to use. Exactly. Take care, Invasion. Oh, wait, no, you're saying goodbye to Brooke. Never mind, sorry. Zolo. Cobra Kai. Interesting, cool. What's his last name? Zolo? I feel like... Well, the character's name in Blue Beetle is Jaime, right? Okay. Duplicate, flatten, drag down here. Size up a bit. And what I'd like to fix is sort of the way he... I mean... Do I kind of do this, but then arc it in a little bit? Yeah, I think this is the angle. So you can kind of pull this down and out, in, out. Yeah, there we go. We're fixing. We're iterating. What is the character's voice that could influence the name? Honestly, I liked a lot of the names that came by earlier. Thanks, Booksketball. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. He's a goaltender. I loved like Choco and Huck. Hucko like Bucko, like Beako. Huckle. Deep voice, but if he is small, he should have a high voice, just not high pitched. I did make him quite angry looking. I'm gonna do some sort of beetle-like plating here, like the armadillo banding. Right? If we do, oh gosh, that's bad. Something like this. As long as the head can be sort of independent. Hook Choco. Choco Hook. Yeah. Secretive Nim, yeah. He's got those rat eyes. Those ratty eyes. Speaking of like rats, started rewatching Great Mouse Detective the other day. And man, there's some, like, if I was an executive now, I'd be like, I've got some notes. Like, barring the very obvious one that's like, what is this doing in a kid's movie? There's just stuff where it's like, hey, this character, like, is holding a revolver faced toward himself. Like, kind of as a joke, but maybe don't do that. It's a weird time for Disney. Great Mouse Detective. Weird time. Pre-Renaissance. Kind of kicked off the Renaissance a little bit. Let's see. Oh, can we do this? Horns. It's kind of more of a helmet now. I've also changed the horn shape a bit. Bad. Hold on. Don't like how much changing happened there. Shooting out of a cannon. I have seen Invader Zim. I really tried with it. I could not really hop all the way on board. I'm sorry. I know people that love it. I've got a friend who still has a GUR. What's it called? Profile picture. To this day. GUR probably saved Hot Topic the way Bionicle saved Lego. Yeah, cat execution. Yeah, yep. The bar that they're in. Great Mouse Detective. Yeah. The show. Okay. Back to what I was trying to do before being sidetracked by this sort of helmet is there. I think actually making it kind of wrap around the front. And then can we repo this arm so that it's like sticking out? Does that work? Does it work? It might be worse, but is it significantly worse? Yeah, Invader Zim built the memes of the 2000s for sure. No, I appreciate Invader Zim. I get it. I bounced off of it. I think I tried too late to get into it, if that makes sense. But you're not a weirdo for liking it. Mariduena. Nice. That's a cool name. Maradona. Diego Maradona. I feel like I was mid-thought. And I was just thinking of Shadow the Hedgehog showing his support for my wife. All right. So I think there we go. That is a stretch of a hand there, sir. Let's do that. Let's leave a little bit of palm. Engagement. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I would love for Stormfellers to head in the direction of TTRPG. And what's funny is that first sort of call for jobs that I put out for the first making of video, I was like, hey, I need help with these things. I was like, hey, and what the heck, like, let's do like TTRPG people too, if, you know, not now, but maybe in the future. And like, that was the thing that people applied for, or like suggested, or like, I'm gonna rope in my friend on this thread, and like they're gonna do, and it was cool. I think I replied to most. I try to reply to people that apply for stuff, even if they don't necessarily get it, or I'm not actually trying to do it right now. I mean, it wasn't disingenuous. At the time, I was like, yeah, let's also pursue the TTRPG side of things, but I've got to do less things at once. But yeah, I don't know that the credentials of the, like, it could have been like the best TTRPG people in the world were applying, or it was just like, oh, I have fun playing these and I've got ideas for systems and mechanics and stuff, and so I'm gonna apply myself, which, hey, that's kind of what indie stuff is overall. There we go. Okay, finally I have like what I was hoping for with this character, which is the plate armor to make sense. I just need his skin here to sort of connect well. There we go. Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking. We can get rid of this plate on the leg. Nice tier feature. Oh! Appreciate it. Love that little Jacqueline emote. You can send a pitch to Dropout unless you have a studio sponsor. Does Dropout do animation? I know they have like their game show. That's like all I know about them. Is it a small team working on Stormfellers? Yeah, very small. We've got, I think, 4 animators. One person helping with rigging. I had one re-topologist, but that was more like a one-off contract. And then an audio person and a music person. There we go. Get a little bit of that prehensile hand. Now I got Armadillo vibes, and he should be called Oswald. Oh, that's fun. We had a pet rabbit named Oswald, with obvious namesakes. Graphic designer, my day job. Would love to help create and lay out an RPG book one day. That would be cool. Yeah. think I mean, just Stormfellers has such a ripe setting for like making your own party. And so it really would just have to be like, you know, what's the focus of play and stuff, and what's sort of unique about it. Let's bring this leg out even more. Okay, we're dropping the thumb, the toe thumb. It's weird. There, I think we finally got the flying scroll like energy in there. Let's drop at that artist thing. That's cool. Entire forest grow from seeds. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd consider like partnering like that. Realistically, it may be necessary in order to actually get seasons of the show made. I just am super, like, it's already indie. I'm cool with it just being indie if it's feasible, you know. I don't have to sell it. Kind of rather not. And I've had like some conversations with like glitch and stuff like that, but for now, I'm good with it being its own thing. Coyote walking off an edge is still in air. Coyote time. It's a streaming service. Oh, okay, gotcha. Monster Storm of the Week narrative. Yeah. Yeah, that's part of some of the storytelling ideas. Looks like he's shooting magic. His mouth ain't good. But I don't. He's almost a little too angry in this other one. There we go. We're gonna drive the eye down. Yeah, okay, sure. If I had a nickel for every time a squirrel-esque character in Stormfellers was a grumpy little jerk, I'd have 2 nickels. Okay. Oh shoot. The only thing about this orange waistband thing is that it does interfere with his flying squirrel flaps. So it'll have to be around his neck. Which is fine. The rest of them are sort of flying. Oh, and you know what? He's got to have his little wristbands as well. What's the majority of time zones y'all are in? Oh, am I not caught up on? Any East Coasters or Stormfellers? Will the world be ran on Toon Logic? No. No, it won't be like One Piece where it's like absolutely the biggest explosion you've ever seen. It's like, uh-oh, he's starting to get injured. But there's also not like an incredible amount of like violence in Stormfellers either. Oh, that's what the Coyote Time reference is about. Sorry, I'm late. All right, I wish I had more movies like Secret of Nim, Adventure Magic Time movies. Yeah, exactly. Secret of Nim is very good. Why shape? Oh, for the, yeah, that could work. A bow around his horns. Hey Brooks, what pronters? What's up, Dragon Emperor? I would love to be able to answer the question, what pronters? I'd love to. Do nothing a little more than just be able to answer that. Central Time, East Coast, West Coast. Yeah, all right. So we have a lot less visual data on the belly now, which is fine because we can actually give him a little belly. Like a little belly shape. Can go from here down through the leg. West Coast. About to go West Coast, nice. Land, weather, food, plants. Sounds like living with the land at Epcot. You got it all. Okay, add a little bit more to the scarf here. Is that a bit of a tangent on his? No, it's not bad. I actually think some of it is this. No, it's not. It's just itself. Get out of the way. Okay, got some wristbands. There we go. I feel better about this version of the character than the previous. Which is always good with iteration. I am going to do this. Use the restroom real quick. And we'll go for our last hour. 1 second, folks. Be right back. Hey yo. I have a protein bar. What printer do I use? The pictures on my wall. Those are the Epson P700? 900? Something like that. Hello. How's it going? Pull up a chair. Does your pad have a screen on it? Yeah, I've got a Paperlike. Which there's actually an affiliate link in the last iPad video that I made a couple months ago. Oh yeah, the orange thing could go around his tail. Quite a few places it could go. I think we're starting to near the end of this character's, initial design. Like, I mean, it's in a good enough place for me personally. That we could kind of start thinking about the third and fourth positions, particularly like the striker or scorer, Grab a little bit of color here. We'll do the tail separate. I think we got a special guest. There she is.
Bearing friends.
Come bearing friends? Oh, yeah. You brought up Biko.
I did.
Everybody say hi to Tay.
Hello, everyone.
Hopefully her mic is, her audio is high enough.
I'm back and I'm tired, so I look tired.
It's okay. Pretty sure it's Saturday night.
It is. How's everybody?
Doing good. We've got our goalie. I don't know if you
Snap. Gotcha, goalie.
gotcha goalie. Our goaltender.
Raptor friend. Here he is. The Biko plush.
There he is.
Look at him. He's almost actual head size. Like.
Yeah. That's indicative of something, depending on what you think about head size.
It's the perfect size for a plush to be.
Yeah, that's true.
It should be head size.
That's true.
Perfect for that one.
Someone spelled Biko, B-E-C-O earlier. I was like, oh,
Easy.
Becco. Becco.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah,
I don't mind that.
not
Look
offended.
at the tail on this dude. Look at this dude.
So this is our
Did you guys create this all together?
pretty much, yeah.
Oh, guys, well done.
Something to do with Huck or Chucko or something would be his name. But it's a very small, armored flying squirrel who is primarily using his tail to hit the wall away.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because when you have a giant tail,
Yeah.
you need to use it like a club,
Yeah.
essentially, for playing sports, etc., making a point.
There's all the high
etc.
tails.
There are other ways, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's sort of some creative liberties that are being taken vis-a-vis flamethrowers, rocket launchers, grappling hooks. We'll get there, baby steps.
We have people here who are here to win. They're not here to mess around.
They're not here to win rush whirling. They're here to dominate.
Biko's little backpack is everything that I want. Like in a backpack.
Yeah.
It's got his little blanket.
You guys better roll.
Yeah. Does Biko get to play this game at any point?
I think he's a fan.
Cool. Were any of the Stormfellas players? Like, back in high school, I was head of the
I don't.
team. As you can tell, I played no sports in high school because I have no accurate references.
I can tell you who definitely didn't play was Acius, Acius was too just career driven to care about anything else.
Well, I love Acius.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Glengar could, although he's a baby, so I don't think he's old enough
Maybe
to play.
he was a ball. Like, I messed around with him enough.
Yeah.
He rolled around like a pill bug.
Yeah.
Invasion Animation says it'd be cool if he used his tail as a helicopter propeller to gain elevation before he glides. I love
That's
that.
good.
Really.
That's good.
That's inspired.
Actually, you know what we could do? We could add a second tail and color him completely orange
Tails!
and get
In honor of the Sonic 3 trailer.
get TMC. I told Tay, you gotta watch the Sonic 3 trailer, and she's like, why? I was like, I don't know.
Keanu Reeves is in it. Oh, okay, I'll watch it. So how many? Who? I want to know where everyone is from.
Oh, we
You can,
just
like-
kind of did that.
You just kind of did that?
Yeah.
I am late to the game on where everyone's from.
Just
Okay.
time zones wise. A lot of West Coast.
Well, I'll just guess then.
I'm gonna say Stephen T. Clark from Cali. Clay Curiart. I'm gonna say Illinois. Invasion Animation, definitely Minnesota.
This is like
Don't correct me. No one correct me.
this is like it's adjacent to doxing, but it's like just guesses. You know? I bet you're on 32 Main Street. Could be scary.
If you hear a drone flying overhead later, just ignore me.
Geo guess doxing. I think we add the gray in.
Is his like outer ear is almost armadillo looking?
Yeah,
In,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Armadillo.
I love it.
Armadillo flying squirrel. Already, I mean, it's too much, but
I don't
whatever.
know. And you know what? Biko doesn't look that way. So there you go.
I'm gonna look.
He's shaking his head no. But it's his whole body, in fact, that he has to shake to say no.
You know, even if you aren't a fan
Well, me?
of Sonic 3,
Oh.
Shadow's still a fan of you.
Shadow believes in you.
You specifically.
Policymaker, when I get planted in a few months and I don't have to keep saving, you're on the list of artists I follow that I want to buy stuff
Oh,
from.
well, thank you. I appreciate
That
that.
is awesome.
Thank you.
Snaps for Paul.
That's cool. Cup of Joe was in here earlier, and he gifted a bunch of subs on Twitch, and I
What?
almost didn't notice because it didn't give me a notification or anything.
Not only are you my favorite drink, you're my favorite person. Thank you, Cup of Joe.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Pixel art extraordinaire.
Lana says, how did you make that Biko? Like, the plush or the character?
Yeah, so that's through Makeshift, but instead they do have a they sort of
Working feet?
they will design it for you, but I was like, what are we working with, and I'll just do it, basically. And so I did the designs for him, kind of following a template of theirs for like the bigger shapes of like the mass. They will go kind of out there, but
Yeah. I want to know how many years some of you guys been following Brooks. Like, do you remember your first video that you saw of his? I'm just curious. Like, I want to hear everyone's history here. What got you into drawing? Just light up the chat. I'm curious about you guys. Just that's my coffee, and it's also decaf. So.
It's called Makeship.
Ship.
Yeah. So they do plush campaigns.
I'm openly inviting people to talk about themselves, and everyone is getting shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just call on someone like a teacher.
You there? What's your address?
what time are you home?
All right. Everybody say their social security number. All at once.
No, please don't.
What's kind of cool, what I like about him is that he has the same size headband, but he's
Their teammates.
yeah.
I love it. So they were on the orange team.
Yes,
How many teams play at a single time?
I think three. I think 3 teams of 4 are playing.
That's pretty sweet.
Because then you can kind of have like teaming up on other goals, and then you kind of leave your goal defenseless. So, goaltender is an official name for this position, but we could kind of Stormfeller it up a little bit. He is protecting a basket in the center. Feel free to like, if anybody has name ideas for that as well. Roly-polies are crustaceans. That's true. I think what got me into drawing was the Lone Stitch. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, that makes sense. Can't remember the first video of Versus that I watched. It was a long while back. So, but a long time fan, so that's pretty sweet.
That is cool.
Thank you.
It's nice.
I love it. Goaltender.
Ham defender.
Goal treader. So, have we gotten official names for each?
Yeah, so the outer position is bull treader.
Like infield, left.
You know what I want to do with you right now is the meme where the guy is like explaining to the girl at the party like loudly. So the goal treader's on the outside, right?
Except you also wouldn't know.
I also wouldn't know.
Sports metaphors. But this one you do know entirely.
Goaltender. Yeah, ham defender.
I'm wrong.
A chicken goaltender.
You're great at basketball.
Oh, I don't care.
Rush Whirling. I do love that name. Are we
What's up, Kip?
official on Rush Whirling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird, which is what makes it great.
I love it. Frankly, it's terrific. And
You
I
see-
love the armored squirrel. Like, I'm really loving that.
He was okay, but we got lost. I feel like every character design you get lost in the valley.
But that's kind of the point. I mean, that's the creative journey. Is it not?
It was rough.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Are we not?
There to 4, etc., etc.
We also were working with Octopus.
What? Oh.
But I.
Him.
But it was like, oh yeah, an octopus would be a good goalie because of all the arms. And then I just put 4 of the tentacles on his face.
Oh no. Oh man, he's like
A humanoid.
Huh?
It's just more humanoid that way.
Yeah. Oh man, from here on.
Oh, Zoidberg, yeah.
Zoidberg, yeah. Zoidberg.
It's true.
I'm really loving these
Yeah.
sports players. Rush whirlers. What is the official name
Tinder.
of like you know you call it like a footballer or like a golfer and like what's he's a rush whirler?
Yeah.
Cool. The whirling
Oh.
dervish.
What if the goaltender was called a rush keeper, or a rush ender, rush ender,
Rush
They stop
like
the
a
rim.
Rush defender.
rush ender, like they end the rush. Because you're rushing the goal. He's there to end it.
Yes.
Although rush ender could also be like a defensive position that's not the goalie.
Uh huh.
Yeah, so we'll save that. We'll save rush ender as the 4th position.
Okay. Okay.
And basically, when you're playing fantasy rush whirling, what you want to do is line up all your rush enders at the end.
I made it look like Nico was looking up at you when you were saying that.
The net 0. Ooh, since the goal would be 0 scores. Yeah, we have a net 0 policy. Lost in the Valley of the Shadow of Doubt. Yeah, and then also add an audience and the feeling that you're drawing something that looks dumb. On top of that. Oh wow,
That's great.
that was a long time ago. That's so funny. I was like, I remember that week. I was like, oh, it's making videos every week is a lot. And then someone was like, why don't you make like a series of videos and break it up a little bit? And that ended up being the one time that ever worked out.
But it was good though. It made videos.
Yeah. So rush ender is a defensive position. Net, something net related, or weave. A weave stall. I don't know. Weave block? What about weave block?
Like a goalie name?
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's go back to, was it Huck? Yeah. Huck is a good name. I like it. It could be a double K. Yeah. He's like a Hudsucker proxy.
He's a checker.
Yeah. Yeah, Huck with 2 Ks.
Yeah.
There he is. Sweet. Now we can make our rush under. Although I do think we need to make our scorer first. Because that's the thing, really, you're only as good as your... Let's see. Did you mean for the treader to have a similar color scheme to the tender? Yeah, kinda. I mean, the orange is the same because they're on the same team. And then I feel like the other colors are sort of neutrals that pair well with the orange. So the other 2 positions are rush under and let's see. The rush under is a defensive position, so they're trying to stop the bull treaders from making.
I love how bull treader sounds like bull treader.
Bull treader
Sounds like powerful.
Yeah.
I like it.
So I think our 4th position is a scoring role, a scorer, a striker. Yeah. I know it isn't the sport, but it'd be cool if instead of a goalie, the audience was the goalie.
Is that Sin Woodworth?
It is.
Oh, ow, as I ripped my sleeve. Hi, Sin Woodworth. Special shout outs.
They rushed at the end because the deadline coming up has activated their executive function. Whirlcaster? Yeah, I think. Well, casting staff is the
A threader.
threader. Ooh,
I like that.
threader.
I really like threader.
That's really good.
He's very threatening. Oh my
I think
God,
we got a
I'm sorry.
winner.
Take that back.
You're fine.
Gasp special shout out. Yeah, threader is great.
I think we got a winner from
Threading a
Kip.
fine line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could add a prefix to it, but threader, rush under, bull treader, weave block. I like that one of them isn't an suffix.
Oh, I was gonna say, I kind of like they're all ers. See, these are the arguments that really
Yeah.
lead it all out.
Okay. We've got our threader. I like this
Threader is a
collaborative.
win, Kit. Thank you. Threader's
Good job,
a
Kit.
win. Threader's a win.
I like how the thematic has a manual screwdriver. A drill, like a drill bit. These
How about Threader?
are side cutters. Yeah, I'm not, it's not been every stream that I'm like, pour in your suggestions, but it's been fun to like specifically have a collaborative prompt. I'm gonna brainstorm words like net, knit, patch, do, yarn. Yeah. My thread is gonna be. Oh, sweet. Well, I was just double checking. There's a lot of emojis over in the Twitch chat, and the chat of the Twitch comes up here, but not the emojis as much.
I'm missing all the emojis.
I'm missing the emojis.
People are out here expressing themselves, and I'm missing it.
So threader, what? I just want to do some like gestural stuff with the threader. The threader would be probably arm heavy in importance, and also yeah.
That's where he ripped an arm off and grew two.
Oh snap!
History, origin story.
Yep.
Yeah, his dark, sad origin story.
Write your own dang novel.
Let's get coffee all over here.
Yeah. So, I mean, here's an option is to like sort of grip the weave with a hand, even though that feels counter to the rest of the players. I mean, if you're really down to the weave block and the thread are just holding the thing, that's no good.
It's kind of sweet because they all have a hand in like the history making of this show, this series even. It's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
Storm colors. Wait, what? You had an epitome moment, or
A little bit. What?
epiphany
What's
moment.
the X, the Z?
Cross? Or
It's I think it's an Aztec weapon that was
that hurls the
yeah.
spikes at people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Those things are sick, but I don't know the name. I gotta look it up.
I almost feel
Unless
like.
someone out there knows it, just shout it out.
Is there a Googler in the house? I feel like you could sort of do. It's almost like I loved the banana scoop game. I'm pretty sure it was X. Addle, that's it.
Addle.
That's why I'm thinking X is because it's like axolotl.
Addle.
You're going crustacean with the threader. I feel like so far we've hit Glangor and Quilver as far as like species doppelgangers. So I would maybe go somewhere else. Yeah.
Why he's so angry.
This guy from my
It's his dark
village.
origin story too.
The guy from his village, he said he'd die from his own quills.
Yeah.
Maybe it was this guy. See you, Steven. Appreciate you. A Poultice-born threader. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
What a great word.
Yeah, that's what would be good.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the sport.
Any tips for coloring? Yeah, anything in
Just
particular?
gameplays.
Yes. Take care, Invasion.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
I like that better else.
Like this is
Hi, Sleepy Hollow. I'm just seeing.
yeah. Anything in particular about coloring that you're looking for? I mean, just remember that value is like 80% of it. Try not to get too stuck on local colors. If you're doing a painting, but let's see. I think I don't want to get too lost on this, but okay. Hold on.
What if the tools for a character are made from a shed exoskeleton?
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's
Like a bone.
pretty sick. Especially for someone like Glangor who's got like really tough, durable shell to work with.
Yeah.
Such creative folks in here.
Oh yeah. You guys should all be artists or something.
This is great because the most fun part of storytelling can really be world building.
Oh yeah.
You can have so much fun with it as long as you tether it still somehow, some way to the storyline.
Yeah.
Make it functioning, not just fluff. Then it can really engage the reader or the audience and just make your world so rich.
I mean, this is something. Like, the weed is obviously in this. Oh, sweet, cheap viewers. I want to buy viewers. That's such a good idea. No, it's okay. I just clicked the little mod button on it. I think. Can I not? Because they're a first time. I just love that idea that it's like it's going around to like small streams and being like, would you like to boost your ego with money? Or something that makes no sense. Now my number's bigger, and I know that it's not legitimate.
Only I know.
Only I know. Yeah, scoop hook idea. Although it'd have to be a very, like, you know, this is too, this is just lodged in here at this rate. You would have to stop it about there, I think. Right?
I like the design of this. It's very lacrosse. I actually really liked lacrosse in high school.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was fun. We'd play like during gym class and stuff. It was great. I enjoyed it.
I feel like I don't remember there being any like boys lacrosse teams up in the Northeast. I feel like it was a girls only sport.
You know
Which is
how
interesting.
it's so goofy in lacrosse where you have to like constantly be moving
Right.
the ball?
Yeah.
There should be some really goofy rule in this game that like just doesn't make any sense, but it's something they have to do.
So actually, we were talking, that's full on, funny enough. This guy's got to have it spinning on
like a
stick.
hula hoop the whole time. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
It also creates momentum for when he's hucking it.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Huck is the other.
Huck is the other
Like,
guy.
When he's
You don't huck a weave.
throwing
You twall it. Obviously.
You whisper good intentions in its ear and send it off.
Let's see. I don't know. This is just like maybe the I don't know. This is just vague athleticism on display. This isn't really a character design, but I'm thinking this could be the threader's job.
Are there any creatures that like aren't allowed to play in this sport? Is there something that
Probably storms.
is that something that is a threat to the game?
Yeah, I mean, like, along these lines, someone was like, is this a co-ed game? I think it is, because the only reason for things to not be co-ed is, like, body weight, just, you know, like, what unfair advantage does whoever have? But if it's different species, it's like, you're already, like, completely different sizes and stuff. But I don't know if there's anyone who specifically who couldn't. I feel like some are better suited. Like, you know, even birds can play, and actually bird could be the vibe for this character.
Thatcher.
What's that?
Even like a Thatcher character, like Chichiri?
Like Chichiri?
Chichiri? Yeah.
Yeah, she could play.
Yeah.
You know, flight isn't all of it.
And is this like, how serious is this? Like, does it go to the Stormfellows version of Olympics?
I think
just a high school game that they have fun with?
It's definitely village, like,
teach them from youth, pass it on tradition wise.
I think they do. I think they at least do like travel games where like they go around to different villages and play.
Oh, that's cool. So they
You know,
verse other islands.
Other villages, yeah.
Other villages. How many villages are on the island?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
That's for.
So at least 75.
Yeah, if I say 6 now, then and it makes it to like, you know, 4 seasons of the show, then I'm gonna be in trouble.
But I mean, what is a village size? You know.
Yeah, exactly.
These are philosophical questions that we can debate for hours.
If your village is large enough to have a rush whirling bowl in it, then I would say you're medium to large sized.
So, generic username. I've been watching your videos for a long time.
Oh,
and I'm
thank you.
super excited for Stormfellows. Keep up
Thank
with
you.
your work. I know it'll be worth the wait. That's so nice.
We're gonna have
Usually.
a viewing launch party. It's gonna be sick.
In person at your house.
So once again, your address and your location, so we can surprise you with that.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Way too late in the day for me to watch. Oh, I'm sorry, Captain Co. You might be in Europe. I'm realizing that this was not the ideal time for the Europe folks. But thanks for being here.
They gotta go to dinner. That's the problem. Dinner's at midnight.
That's true.
There.
Yeah.
When we were in Spain on work recently for some of his video stuff, it was actually kind of awesome because we're kind of night owls, and here, East Coast, like everything kind of closes at 9. But there, it's like the
Yeah.
party's just getting started at 10. So, like, we could go have dinner, get stuff, whatever, till like 12, 1 in the morning. It was great. It was like, I love this vibe.
Mhm.
All bunch of night owls over there.
Mhm.
I like, Policymaker, I like the idea of there being a huge bowl that was created by a particularly historic storm where they did hold their Olympics.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's great.
That's awesome.
Great. Yeah.
Like the very first game.
Almost like the
was a
Stonehenge
crater. Yeah.
of their yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm pretty happy with this generic threader. It's not our. It's like sort of the.
Well, like the Coliseum. It's like
Yeah.
their Coliseum.
Yeah.
That's I love that. That's great.
Well, I'm saying like there's so many like football games that are bowls.
Yeah.
This one's actually a bowl.
Rose Bowl, Super Bowl, Cereal Bowl,
Tecmo Bowl.
Oh.
What's that?
No, office throws.
Gotcha.
Just topic thinking out loud here. Yeah. Well, look at this nimble fellow.
Yeah, right?
Threader. Yeah, that's Threader energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling that vibe. That's pretty great. You could see just like hucking that thing so far. I'm sorry, not a hucker. Sorry.
Gosh.
I'm sorry. Disrespecting.
Mm-hmm.
Who is writing the script from Avengers Anime Series Channel.
You're looking at them.
That's right.
These two people.
And Mama Creator is in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a great voice actor choice for Aegis.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good.
Yeah, it's cool working with Parker.
We have an Emmy-winning and EGOT-winning voice actors in the main cast.
Exactly. You could say some heads collided in the process. You could say that if it were remotely true.
It's a fun group. Yeah.
If you don't win an Oscar, you could always have a child and name them Oscar. Exactly.
That's what the Isaacs did.
Yeah. Modern
That way,
problems.
hopefully he will win an Oscar.
Yeah.
And then, boom, they've achieved both.
Okay, gonna make an angry, egotistical threader here.
That's what they say. Well-known phrase.
Oh yeah, Louis amazing. Louis, I actually frequently will get angry at Louis for how good he is at everything.
You never get angry at anyone. That's too harsh.
Every time Louis releases another album, I throw over a table. So every week I throw over a table.
You glitter in his aura.
Yeah.
You glow.
Mhm. Also, Craftsman Steady Crafting will be the voice of Biko's mom.
Oh my gosh. But that would be great because he did.
Yeah, he did
act
Jamborella.
Jamborella. It
That's
would
a
be
joke,
so
y'all.
nice to have him.
That would be cool. I could definitely like make a character for him or pick from like Carlisle. He'd do a good voice for. Tolston maybe he'd do a good voice for.
Yeah, Tolston. Tolston would be very good, in fact. Yeah.
He'd do it if I asked him. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at some of these dudes. Oh, Nefelli.
Mm-hmm. That's a lady.
That's with lady. Oh, sorry, Nefelli. My bad. Hopefully you guys have seen these cards already. I'm loving Aoife. She's like little mushroom fairy energy. I'm loving it. Dromos, Untiring Messenger. Sorry.
No.
You're gonna have to endure. As I
Endure what?
fangirl
I'm
over
fine.
your cards.
It's just nice.
Bax and Toyo, shelter seeking kids. You know what, kiddos? Come on over. Seek shelter here.
I love how you briefly inflect your voice with the like as seen on TV telemarshal whatever.
No, I'm just,
Folks, you gotta get yourself some Bax and Toyo.
you gotta get yourself some Alcazar soda brewer. He's better than your soda brewer you currently have at home. It's probably broken and sitting on a shelf. Okay, see, I thought...
Do not drink his sodas.
like Frankie on One Piece.
Yes.
I think Kimal, if I'm saying his name
Kamal.
correctly. Kamal, I'm sorry. I thought it was Timber Friend. And it's Timber Fiend.
Nope, he is not a friend.
But he's my friend.
Yeah, he's got a difficult...
Like the Angie.
Yeah, they do not like taking down trees if they don't have to in this universe because of, storms do that enough. But when they have to, he has a sort of weighty responsibility.
Who is The Rock playing in Stormfellers, or are you going with John Cena? That's so good.
How do you know that they're not playing twins?
They're playing the children.
Yeah, Bax and Toyo.
Actually, that's Kevin Hart. He's short enough to play the children.
Yeah. Unrelatedly, Bax has to win no matter what in every scene he's in and can never be presented in a bad light. Nothing to do with the fact that The Rock has been cast to play him.
So, Sleepy Hollow, ideally, what streaming service would you air your show on? It's a good question.
YouTube.com.
It's such a long, dramatic
It was.
pause.
I was just trying. I was thinking like kind of none. Also, is my feeling like
Yeah.
when they could easily be taken down. I don't know. Licensed to. I would mean maybe I'd be up to licensing it to a streaming service, but not as its only home.
Yeah. I like this guy.
This is just an angry chick.
Oh, I thought it was a frog, actually.
Oh really?
I did, but that's just, don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. I'm drinking decaf coffee. It's 7 o'clock. It's not even 7. It's 5:40. Don't listen to a word I'm saying. He's so cute. Or she. I apologize. Maybe that'll make up for the crazy.
Shudder. Oh my gosh. Was he in Coyote vs. Acme?
Oh. I
Nice
guess.
response. Respect
If
that.
he
Yeah, that's one of the movies that was like made and complete, and like the head of the Warner Brothers now like just wrote it off for taxes and didn't release it.
You're sitting on your knee
Yeah.
like a child.
No. Is that visible? It's not even on the
It's
camera.
not.
That's just for us.
It's for us to enjoy. Look at me.
Look at my son.
Are you taking bonus character suggestions for the series? Like currently on the
For
stream?
the
Like what we're doing?
yeah, for the current thing where I'm just kind of messing with like the idea generally of a bird for this particular character, but between the threader and the rush ender, yeah, if you got prompts.
Ooh, what's its name? So that's always the fun bit.
Yeah, it is.
When do you feel like is the right time to name a character, Brooks? Like especially your characters. When does it come for you? Before, during, after?
I can't.
Into the microphone.
I'm just not. I'm not good at it, so I'm gonna put it off. I think that's my answer.
But you have great names. I'm looking at a wall of cards here.
Oh, I rarely.
Great character names. So come on.
That all came at the end.
Spill it. Your creative
At the end.
journey to
The end.
character names.
The end. Ooh, Donald Duck with a goatee as our threader.
Oh, I love that. Especially because I'll be wondering the whole time, how does he grow a goatee from a duck bill?
Mm-hmm.
That's the beautiful part about creating things.
Mm-hmm.
Just, if it exists, it's true.
All things are made up. Oh, bro, this is a straight up DuckTales background character. Never I've seen one. Let's see. Giants. Yeah, imagine it in Storm Pillars. I'm saying so many. Oh, you're doing the same thing as me, Clay. Where I write the email out and then I go back and strategically remove 1 or 2 exclamation points.
Usually from the same sentence.
Yeah. Yes, I would love to work with you on this project.
5 exclamation points?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
6.
It's almost lizardly, that version. You might turn the AC on.
I could do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, BRB.
Thank you. It's starting to get a little on the warmy side.
It's cozy from all of our laughter.
Yeah.
It's too hot here. Gotta take these
A home-
layers off.
A home with love in it has warmth in many.
It should be stitched on a pillow.
Oh, it just ends mid. A home that has love and warmth in it, comma. It just ends.
I'd buy that pillow because it'd be so ridiculous. Live, laugh, learn. It's like Scrooge McDuck, but he's older and been out of work for a while. The
Yeah.
retired Scrooge McDuck.
Bus driver Scrooge McDuck.
So, Sleepy Hollow, random question. What's your favorite 2-color combo?
Oh yeah.
Right now it's beige and green in this room.
Pretty much beige and green in this room. I think I was talking about this yesterday. Is like aesthetically on paper, as far as like drawing stuff, I'm still a big purple fan. But in real life, I have shifted like the things I'll wear and the colors I'll surround myself in real life towards more green. And I really like when you have a sort of, here, why don't I just do this?
Oh, yeah. Show 'em. Show, don't tell.
Yeah, exactly.
The classic storytelling technique.
I like this with this.
That's literally his room, his office.
Yeah.
Those 2 colors, and it's very calm.
This also goes nicely with that.
Yeah, the rust. That's like the color I'm wearing.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a lot of that color currently, and I have the proof. I'm literally wearing this head
Boom.
to toe color. It looks so red on your screen. Wow, that's like a...
Oh, that's
tomato.
that's the contrast. Yeah, but then I think you can see literally on screen the other color combo I like, which is that purple and orange and yellow together. It's just, that's the more like out there, vibrant, primary, saturated colors. And I'm not, got a little less of that going on these days. You know what they say about procrastination? It stupid pillow. I love a whole store full of pillows that were just absolute flow of consciousness thoughts that ran out of space.
You know what they say? Write drunk, edit sober. You can't do that with a stitch pillow.
No,
You have what you have when you.
you got what
stitch
you
drunk.
got. Ooh, this is a head shape. It's also Quilver-esque, but
Oh, it is. It's got hedgehog vibes.
yeah.
Or what else could it be?
It can still be a bird.
Yeah.
There's so many stormflower birds.
It's almost like a Chicheri cousin.
How do you feel about having a pronounced eyebrow? Yeah,
What?
like for the character.
Oh. Like in general. It's like.
A feathery brow. I think also they were.
Sure.
Was this so you can clip me saying prominent pronounced eyebrow sentiments? I'm not gonna be gotcha into that again. It's a bit fox. Yeah, it is a little bit fox-like.
What she means is it's hot. Or he, sorry, kid.
How to pronounce eyebrow? I think it's eyebrow. So dumb. It is definitely that hour of the stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what can we do eyebrow wise? Oh, you know what? The mouth can be up there. It can be a chin.
Tell me what unchangeable physical qualities people have. I could tell you about my Animal Crossing characters that have unchangeable physical qualities that I hate, and I make them leave my island just for being ugly. How many seasons will the series have? Avengers anime series.
That's a good question. I will not make it just go on forever without a purpose. But right now I have ideas for 6 episodes, and I have ideas for a second season, and that is as far as it goes. For now, yeah. That's as far ahead as I'm allowing myself to think.
In the first season, yeah.
Yeah, because it takes so long to get to do each step. What?
The eye is so severe.
Yeah.
We got that severe thing going. This is good. Yeah, it's so funny. Like you can, whenever we play games and stuff, I can almost immediately tell what character Brooks is gonna play based on like how cute and adorable the character is, and he can always tell what I'm gonna play based on how dark and terrifying
and edgy
and wraith-like the character is that I'm gonna play.
Oh, you know what else is a prominent eyebrow?
No eyebrow.
This.
Oh God. I have to admit your drawings are really good.
Well, thank you, Avengers Anime.
That is nice.
I think a real chin kind of hair. Yeah, egotistical chin.
There's a lot of ego in this game.
Mm-hmm.
In this sport.
In sports in general, you know?
It's true.
I'm imagining the, I bring a lot of chin energy to the group chat that people don't really like.
That's right. That reminded you of Sanji. That was it.
Yep, there you go. Ding, ding, ding.
My hearing is yeah, that's way better. Mine was like a tired goose. Sanji with the 4 kids voice.
Oh my god, I have to play that for you later. So the original dub was all very, like, for Saturday morning cartoons, they changed a lot of it, and it's very funny. He was, I think his voice sounded a whole lot like this. So weird. It's bad. He also always had a lollipop, obviously, because they had to change that. Okay, prominent eyebrow is in there.
That's like a thick
That's a
2 C's eyebrow.
dang.
Thick. Damn, he's thick. And that drooped nose. That's giving me like Trumpy.
You can do stupid things, Trumpy. I actually thought of more of it as like a chin, and then the mouth is like here.
Oh, that is the chin. I'm
Yeah.
thinking nose still.
You
I'm
could-
still on nose. But yeah, that's cool. I like that. He almost looks like he should be retiring soon. Like, bro, you have
Oh, I like that too.
been in too long. What's that?
I like that too as a nose.
As a nose. That's what I was thinking, but I like what you had, so whatever.
Jay Leno could never compete with my chin, which is why we've dropped the chin. TV land for pirates. Yeah, exactly. Man. Like, is that the chin also?
Is that the cup?
Is this? Where are you? Okay, I'm gonna keep both. We're gonna use some Twitch bot that I don't have to make a poll, and we'll kind of see which one we end up liking. Nose eyebrow guy, or chin eyebrow
like
guy.
throw in your votes now.
Yeah. Yeah, throw in your votes there, folks. Chin or nose?
I'm a nose.
I am using Procreate. Yeah, I am excited about the way that they're doing the new show.
Yeah,
I like the older
Thank you, McLeod.
character.
Nose guy. 2 for nose.
I knows a guy.
Oop, 3 for nose. 4 for nose.
Yeah,
5 for nose.
Oh
We
snap!
got 1 for chin.
Polly's really been the front runner in the chin based propaganda, so I do feel bad, but it feels like B is pulling forward.
Chin propos. Being swept.
I'm being swept. Yeah. Unfortunate. All right, folks. Well,
B wins.
B wins.
Yes.
Just so you know, B was a racist, so joke's on you guys. No, so I'm not sure about the.
Because I spit water everywhere.
I'm not sure. Like now, I'm seeing Sonic in the back of his head here, and I'd really rather not be doing Sonic. Like how I mentioned the eyebrow, but weirdly attached myself to the chin for no very.
Or you could be doing Ganon in Smash Brothers Ultimate, where his head is almost like a radish.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Radish. Oh yeah. Yeah, here let me try. Let's just keep voting, folks.
Yeah, B is the win. I love it. Today, your vote counted.
He is a little bit vegetable-y, which oh man, I could say things that it would start tearing at the very fabric of Stormfeller's spoilers.
Oh, no.
I'm not gonna do that. Do we like the Sonic lookalike or the bedhead? Don't even have to vote. It's gone.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's gone.
I don't know. I like the plant looking back of the head.
There's that. There's that. That's sort of a.
Bloomaroo from Neopets. Wow, Neopets.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
What a sleeper memory.
This is
Neopets.
straight up a Bloomaroo. If you just do that.
So funny.
Yep. Look what you guys voted for. You voted for a Neopet. It was incidentally racist. Goodness gracious.
A racist.
Look what you guys did.
Well, Neo's in the.
Yeah, that's true.
the name. Who's the producer of Stormfellers?
Producer? Just me. And you,
That's right.
the patrons
That's right.
and the buyers of things on brookseggles.com/shop.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Such
as we
Pico plushes.
which as we near the end of the stream in the next 5 minutes, it's a good time to remind you of that.
That's right. All the
You
sales
too can
go
be a producer.
to the show.
The show.
You are help brainstorming in.
Yeah. If Rush Whirling is in the first episode, I send it back. Oh, you know what though? I do like oh. This is I think we just need more of these to a degree where did we hit the end of the stream? No, the music was quiet for a second.
How dare it? It can't go on break. You haven't gone on break, so the music cannot go on break.
Exactly. So hopefully, what's nice is because we are getting toward the end of today's stream. Tomorrow, we should be able to knock out both a threader and a rush ender.
Yo.
And have a full team, which would be great.
That'll be exciting.
Kind of take a fresh crack at this character, which is bird-like, bloomaroo-like. What's the... I can think when I'm not on stream. There's a puppeteer. He actually helped on the Dark Crystal, the new one. Who he has like a dab chick. That's what it's called. He has a little puppet with feathers that are shaped a little bit like this.
In this case, Brooks is both the producer and director.
Yeah, that's the thing about indie. You wear a lot of hats.
Mm-hmm. No, not Frank Oz.
Frank Oz, that would be great.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that is the puppeteer. Barnaby Dixon, that's his name. Thank you very much. Yeah, new one's very good, Fox McCloud. They did a whole series on Netflix.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't make more.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very magical. Like in vibe, like the feel felt.
Yeah.
Nostalgic too, but still fresh. You wear a lot of cool hats.
Yeah. This is I like this one. I feel like we can get somewhere a little bit more with it.
How many players on a team?
4.
4. Only 4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because there's 3 teams, so
Yeah.
12 people.
Did any of them wear special gear for their unique?
I don't think so. I think it's all just sweatbands and the sticks. And I guess we're kind of exploring the idea of the staffs being different per role.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a pretty cool.
What's the starting age that you can start playing this sport?
Oh, you can like for your village team, I would say.
Like they have Little League?
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you're Bax and Toyo's age, that's too young. But you can play. Yeah, you can play your like locally. But if you wanted to travel, you have to be of traveling age. How about that? We'll say that.
There you go.
Independent travel.
Disney traveling age or
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here. This is semi-stream. Can you bring me that tube right there?
yeah.
And the envelope that's in. So this is because I have prints up for sale. This will be my first time shipping prints up on the shop right now. And so I bought this on eBay the other day, and as someone who did a lot of eBay shipping over the course of the last year, I thought this was, let me not dox myself. This was rather genius. So when you ship something in a envelope, like padded envelope, something like this, it's cheaper than a box, right? Even if you put a box in an envelope, it's cheaper. The way things go. This is what was inside of it, right? A solid section of PVC pipe, and inside that is a Treasure Planet poster.
Oh, snap!
Yeah.
Donut hole within a donut hole. Oh, that's beautiful.
Which I have frame space on.
I didn't know
all
you
of that.
got that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Guess when I ordered it? When we were watching it.
Yeah, when we rewatched it the other night.
So I was like, man, game recognized game on that eBay seller. Folks, it has been lovely. Thank you so much for helping.
It's been amazing.
Make Huck and the first half of Chinny Chin Chin. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check out the sale if you haven't already, and remember that a home that has love and warmth in it. Bye.